Hi folks, and welcome back to my channel. It's now Tuesday after the amazing event I took part on Sunday with the Evolve Endurance. Yes, this is my first bit of exercise, and for those of you very observant, I'm on my bike. Yes, I'm just doing a nice easy about an hour 20 in this glorious sunshine in the county of Essex. Yes, that's right guys, the only way is Essex. So it's absolutely gorgeous at the moment, and I'm just dodging the storms. Yes, with the summer there's certainly right now there's various storms that just suddenly appear, break out, and torrential rain, and then it stops, sunshine again. So I'm out in between one of those storms. But thank you all so much for the amazing comments and feedback. It's been absolutely brilliant. And to say, some of you did spot how happy I was on that video the morning after the day before. To say I was happy would be a bit of an understatement. It's safe to say that the month leading up to this race, I say I'll go through all the details, the whys and wherefores. Why did I go all the way from London to North Yorkshire to do a triathlon? I had heard there were some other ones closer by, but why was I going all the way there? There was a reason for that, and it was logistics. But even that, a week before, those logistics went out the window because of a local lockdown. So there was constant fear, stress, anxieties and all sorts of would the event actually go ahead despite all the hard work and effort everyone had put into. But it did, and despite the wind, rain and weather conditions, I finished. And as I said, to say I felt happy will be a bit of an understatement. When you do get to see, if you haven't already seen the actual race video and you see me at the finish line, to say I was on cloud 9, I don't think I was on cloud 9, I was on cloud 59. It was such an incredible feeling, especially, as I say, for those of you who've been following regular, I think I hit a really big low about a month before the actual event. The thing that tipped me over was having my bike stolen. And yes, we can say we shouldn't let these things affect us, whatever, but it did. And I got really low and felt basically sorry for myself, depressed, all sorts. But I got over it, shook it off, and it just seemed one challenge after another. But I battled through, got to it, finished. The time is irrelevant. I mean, I did have a little goal to finish under 6 hours, and I did that. Yeah, I know. Despite what was it, a mare of a swim. But hey, you know, from a non-swimming background, non-cycling, here I am just getting into the swing of it. It's great just to be out again, and I feel pretty okay. But then this is just an easy bike ride. You might hear me coasting with the chain. There you go, see? So I'm not pushing this hard, but it feels good. And later on, depending on how I feel after lunch, I may go for a swim. Laters. So yes guys, I'm heading for a swim. Don't worry, it's not straight after the bike ride. The bike ride was earlier this morning. It's now mid-afternoon, and I'm heading over to and there's some music playing in the background. I'm going to quickly cut this so we don't get the copyright strike. So as I mentioned, yes, I'm heading off for my swim. It's mid-afternoon now, coming up to after 2 p.m. So had my lunch, and being in East London here in the UK and wanting to do a swim, I think it would be a criminal offence not to make use of this. Oh yes, look at that. That is the London Olympics 2012 swimming pool. So that's where I'm going into right now. So the plan is to do about maybe 30 minutes, see how it feels, maybe an hour. I say this is my first swim since the triathlon on Sunday, so it's just a case of stretch it out, see how I feel. No particular pace, effort levels or anything, just swim it out, so to speak. Let's go to it. I mean, look at this, guys, look at this behind me. It'd be criminal not to use this, wouldn't it? So let's get in and enjoy the pool. So there you have it, guys, 40 minutes in the bag, feeling good. Oh yes, swim done, time to get out. Yes, just give you the idea of the time. There you go. As I said, mid-afternoon. There's something about a swim. It's so invigorating, refreshing. It's pretty beautiful. I love it. In fact, speaking of love, do you like my lockdown hair? Or should I call them lockdown locks? Oh, it's so curly. Yeah, I think I'm going to get back and have a shower, clean up, and probably tomorrow I'll have a little run, see how the legs are at the running, because I have only gone and booked myself onto another event. Yes, don't worry, it's a running one, not a triathlon, but I'll tell you more in another upcoming video. But yes, I have booked for a running event, yes, in October. Ah, the sun is out. Hopefully I'll dodge the storms again. But yeah, I mean, with this beautiful Olympic pool, it's criminal not to use it. So but one thing I've learned, I have been swimming normally in the mornings, and as this was after lunch, I don't think it was long enough after lunch, so I was feeling it in the old tum and all that. But yeah, I need to remember the basics and not go swimming on a full belly, so won't be doing that one again. Ooh, oh yes, it's now Wednesday morning and time for a quick short run. Trainers on, let's get the trainers on and let's go. Okay guys, I'm a couple of kilometers in, and yeah, as to be expected, I'm feeling a bit sore, achy, not too bad, but what I am really super happy about is that I do feel in great condition, which must mean I'm doing something right. I'll have to look through what I'm doing and eating, drinking, all that type of stuff. You might have seen the meal I posted just after finishing the triathlon. That was very tasty, shall we say. But yeah, overall, feeling really good. As this is a nice easy run, I'm feeling quite good, so instead of the planned 5k, I think I might do a 10k-ish. Anyway, let's keep going. Ooh, that is run complete. And I gotta say, the further I got into it, the better it felt. So whatever the body's doing, it's all getting back into the rhythm. And yeah, as I mentioned yesterday, this is all great preparation for event I've got booked. Fingers crossed it'll be going ahead in October. So the training starts now. G'day folks, it's now Thursday. Yes indeedy, Thursday after that epic triathlon on Sunday, and after yesterday's 10.5k-ish run, felt really good and strong, nice easy run. Woke up this morning, ooh, so stiff, So yeah, still all part of the recovery here. So nice easy ride. Don't really know where I'm going. I'm not following any sat nav or pace or heart rate, just following my nose. After all, it is big enough, isn't it? Oh yes guys, welcome to back in the countryside, country lanes of Essex, and I'm at Toot Hill. Interesting here, look. See the height of these road signs? Yeah. anyway, yes, Toot Hill. Just so I can show you the sign. Here I am in Toot Hill, which is different to in London where you got Tooting Hill. And obviously President, was it Citizen Smith? Tooting Hill Popular Front. Hey. Yeah, Toot Hill, there you go. Got that? Right. Anyway, so let's have a little sit down. As I was saying, it's Thursday now. Recovery mode after Sunday's epic triathlon. Thank you all so much for the amazing comments. I published it yesterday, was it Wednesday? And thank you all so much for the amazing comments. Yeah, I feel amazing, still feel amazing, and I'm still celebrating. This is all part of the celebrations, and the recovery is often more crucial than the training and the actual event. So I'm making sure I'm looking after myself, and as I say, after yesterday's run, woke up things feeling a bit stiff, so I thought loosen them up with a little bike ride. I think so far I've been out about an hour, so probably total about a 2-hour ride, whatever distance that is. Anyway, so yeah, this is my Thursday, and by the way, with the forecast, I want my money back on the forecast, because when I got up, it was about 7 this morning, it said clear blue skies, sunshine weather. Now whilst it's dry, warm, there's clouds everywhere, but anyway, at least it's better than yesterday. Yes, it is lovely weather here, and along the country lanes of Essex. It's hard to believe that when I started coming out on these lanes with the was it back in March? Yeah, March, it seemed like a long way. Now it just seems like a little potter, you know, going out for a couple of hours, 3 hours seems like a short ride. but hey, how things change, perspectives change. So yes, we're gonna have a little bit of a eat, drink, and then continue back. That was just a nice 2 hours relaxing bike ride. So now time to shower, chill out, catch up. Good morning folks. Yes, it's Friday now, and I'm out on a walk. Yeah, a bit blowy today, so apologies if there's any wind noise on this GoPro, but hey, can't do anything about the weather. A bit like on Sunday. Yes, and the comments are still flying in on the video diary of the day, and thank you all so much for taking the time to leave those comments. If you haven't seen it, then go back, click on the link if I've put the link up there, and watch the video diary, because it was a great sense of achievement. So yeah, this is my recovery week, as I say. So I'm just going through what would be for me, this is a typical recovery week, because I'm in prep now for my next event. And it was great to see that many comments on there, and one of them from Anthony Paul, saying, having seen my video, and I talk about at the end of the video, I talk and get all philosophical as I do, and saying that life goes on with all this COVID that's going on, and things don't need to stop for most of us. Life does go on, and Anthony Paul signed up for an event after watching my thing. So there are events going on all over the UK, all over the world. Yeah, if you look, find, put word out. Only yesterday I had an email from Run Through that do a lot around the UK, and they've started basically the whole itinerary of all their races based on the regulations that are required. They've done a trial event the other week, and now they're going ahead and rolling it out everywhere. So it is going on. Yeah, things are going on. You saw yesterday that video of my event that I took part in is it was a great success. It worked. Yeah, we couldn't do anything about the weather, but as we say, the weather is the weather. But whilst there's other event organisers that are pressing ahead, continuing their events, there's still organisers. I had another email yesterday of an event that's been cancelled, Swim Serpentine. So that's part of the London Marathon events, and they've gone and cancelled it, citing that they wouldn't be able to practically social distance people. Yeah, interesting that, because the Dock to Dock, which is a massive swim event, is going ahead. Obviously triathlon went ahead, and people may argue the whys and wherefores, logistics and sizes may be different, but I'm sure events can suit, especially swim one. They can't cite the reason of crowds. They can't cite the reason of what are the other reasons that they've been quoting of why marathons can't go ahead. The social distancing one is one of the other ones, but it's the crowds and the people around there. So when you're in a lake, there's nobody cheering you on. No, because they're miles away if you're doing a distance one. So yeah, and you can just say, sorry, no supporters come along. But anyway, that aside, it's I did mention that I have signed up for a couple more events. I've got a 10k and a marathon coming up. Yes indeedy. So that's why I'm doing this now, because normally after a big event, and I would say, you know, completing a half Ironman or longer than half Ironman distance, I would normally do nothing if I had no other events. But now I'm getting into active recovery, and walking is brilliant. If you are new to my channel, I advocate walking as an essential part of training for endurance events. Absolutely essential. And people may laugh or mock at that type of thing, but it's essential. And you'll see more and more mainstream people and influencers talking about walking. I've been talking about it for donkey's years, from the very beginning. Yeah, in fact, that's how I got into running. I used to walk. Yes, so walking is essential. And even when you're out on long training runs, mixing in some walking is great, because when it comes to the event and you're going through refreshment stops, running through them and grabbing a bit of water and splashing everywhere is not a good idea. So I walk through refreshment aid stations and all that type of stuff. So if you've trained with the running and walking, you get used to it, because sometimes when you're constantly running and then you sort of slow down to do a walk, it's difficult to get the muscles going again. So for me, it's part of the training. Walking is great, and walking around beautiful parks like this, I mean, wow, look at this. I'm here in Wanstead Park. There's the lake. I don't feel like going for a swim in that one, by the way, but yes, it's fantastic. So yeah, this is my Friday, a walk. Catch you later, guys. Wait till you see what's happening tomorrow. I think, fingers crossed, it'll go ahead. Good morning, folks. It's Saturday. Yes, it's Saturday morning. Just out. Today will be a 30-ish minute run. I might mix it up a bit, see how I feel. But not as windy as yesterday. Apparently I saw in the news yesterday was Storm Ellen. 50-mile-an-hour winds down on the south coast of England. Oof, pretty windy. But today it's calmed down. It's past. Up north it was very windy, yeah. But yeah, 30-minute run. Let's go. So that was the 30-minute run. Well, actually it's 35 minutes. I was following a particular plan on the old Garmin, which included about 15 minutes tempo, and it felt great. It was a little stiff when I was starting going out that way, but once I'd loosened up, felt really good. So I'm super happy with that. And yeah, let's go back, shower, breakfast. Yes, it was a pre-breakfast run. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention today's run was in these beauties. Yeah, see these? For those of you who've been following my channel for a while, I've done a review. Those over 1,000 kilometers. I think so far it's up to about 1,300, 1,400. I haven't been measuring, but yeah, almost coming up to 1,000 miles, and they feel great. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Good morning, folks. Yes, it's a glorious sunny Sunday morning, and today is long run day. When I say long run, it's about 90 minutes, all in zone 1, zone 2 for those who are taking notes. But yes, hard to believe it's a week today that I'd completed that first triathlon. Yeah, and I'm still feeling totally epic, still celebrating, and still quite an achievement. I couldn't believe that I actually did it. But oh, what if the weather was like today? But hey, as I'm sure you all know, and as we've said many times, we can't do anything about the weather. But hey, sunny, dry, no wind, lovely. Right, let's go. Can't beat a beautiful run by the lake, can you? Gorgeous that, yeah? Let's keep going. So there you have it, guys, long run complete. As I said, that was 90 minutes. So for those of you who do follow my channel regularly, I run to time on feet, train on feet, as opposed to distance. I think the distance I covered this time was a little over 19k, so it almost matches the speed that I done the half marathon at the end of the Half Ironman last week. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? So obviously for this particular run I hadn't done a 2-kilometre swim or a 95-kilometre bike ride beforehand, so I was pretty fresh to start with, so hence at the easy heart rate pace. So interesting fact there. But yeah, so that's the week done, and I need to stress that I always put the caveats in there. The effort and level that I'm training at, this isn't my typical recovery week. It's because I've now signed up for a race in October, and I'm now in training for that, so it was sort of a quick recovery and get back into the swing of things. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the week. Give it a massive thumbs up if you did, leave some comments below. But my question to you is, what do you normally do on a recovery week after a big race, a big event? Love to hear from you. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the time that you take coming back each and every time. I've got 3 vids coming out soon, hopefully over the coming week or weeks, and it's to do with the event. So a review of the event itself. I'm going to be doing a review of all the kit that I used, and it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to take part in triathlons. And I'll be doing a review of the nutrition and the strategy that I had throughout the actual race, but also the build up and post recovery, which is essential really. Okay, see you soon. Thanks again. Bye bye bye.